Feel Good. Boots sponsors this morning.
Shining in London, and we thought, why not get outside and enjoy it while we can?
It is your summer this morning with Eamon and Ruth here in the open air. On with the show, one of our favourite scenes from this year's Olympics.
The amount of work they put in, the amount of effort, all those hours, getting up winter mornings when it's freezing cold, but it's still dark and going out and thrashing every single stroke was all about today. It was all about coming here and defending their title. They've just been unbelievable. And it's a totally overwhelming feeling. But they deserved it. They really deserved it. They've been head and shoulders above everyone this whole Olympiad.
Oh, I love a man who can cry. I love a man who can cry.
You married one.
That's true. You are a bit of a lover, aren't you? Yeah. It's only 3 weeks to go until they get married.
Well, Steve, we look at you and think, what a big hard man he is. He can think, tarantulas don't make him cry, polar bears, you name it, pigs, whatever. But Helen does.
She does, and she's never going to let me forget that moment, ever.
Oh, you shouldn't forget that moment. It's wonderful. And your moments we've got to talk about. And it's so good to have you back. Great day yesterday, getting back.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Seeing all the family.
Yeah.
We are going to talk to you in depth about all of that, the Olympics, and your home and your board.
Upgrade to first class, which I declined. He then very kindly did find some seats, and after 42 minutes I went back through the train to the seats that he'd allocated. We sat down there and we then conducted a lot of preparatory work for our visit to Newcastle.
Why do you think Richard Branson has decided to make this an issue, which he clearly has? Why is he
very pleased that Richard Branson has been able to break off from his holiday to take this issue seriously with the importance it obviously deserves. I hope he's very well aware of our policy, which is that train operating companies should become part of the public realm, not the private sector. I do, by the way, look forward to meeting Virgin Trains to discuss these issues, because I do think that there are, even before we take them back into public ownership, regulatory issues that need to be discussed, and I'm very happy to do that, and Virgin Trains have been in touch. I'm happy to meet them. We don't have closed doors or closed minds.
What is interesting, actually, is that we did some...
Remember.
Parents for whom this idea of the best friends forever thing seems to have taken off. This idea that you are a parent first and a friend second. It's turned around. For a lot of parents now, you're a friend first and a parent second. You're a disciplinarian and authoritative figure second. That's all too unfashionable, isn't it?
I think there was a bit of an evolution that went on in the sort of 60s and 70s. Those of us that were raised by parents who themselves had been through the war were raised arguably by very strict people, and arguably people who weren't as emotionally engaged with their kids. I mean, I'm generalising a bit here. And therefore the people who became parents after that thought, well, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to be much more warm, I'm going to be more attentive to my kids, and I'm going to be really friendly and engaged with them. And now it might be needing to go halfway between the two, so that there are firm boundaries and wisdom in place, but at the same time you're listening and you're engaged with your kids. So a bit of balance is always key. That's why I think it's really interesting about this idea, should the bank of mum and dad ever close? Because actually on some level, I would like to think that it never does close, that you do have a warm relationship with your kids. So for example, if they do end up having maybe an expensive civil partnership or marriage, that you chip in a little bit, as in the old days. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is about also laying down those ground rules that say you need to be able to not only manage your finances in a respectful way, but kind of treat yourself with respect emotionally. Those two things can actually go hand in hand. So if you're giving your kids financial